Hey guys, Donnie RightSide here. Bookmakers review Major League Baseball for a Hump Day Wednesday. A lot of afternoon baseball, but we're focused on a couple games a little bit later today. Also keep in mind we're still in the early months here of April, and it's freezing cold in a lot of areas. But two games going to pick out today that have a little bit of a reprieve from that cold air. One's going to be a game that's played in Florida. One's going to be a game played in Georgia, so not too bad. Northeast conditions, cold and blustery. Buyer beware. Game number one, we'll take a look at 7:05 Eastern. That's a 971, 972 rotational game. That is L.A. versus Tampa Bay. It's the Angels taking on the Rays. Kikuchi, the left-handed pitcher, will start for the Angels, going up against Ryan Pepio on the opposite side. How about this? Line opened up at minus 134. Most outlets sticking around that pace as high as minus 142 if you're looking for the favorite here in Tampa Bay. The total in this game opened up at 7.5. Some outlets as high now as 8 across the board. Let's keep it simple in this game. They're playing at George Steinbrenner Stadium, which is in Tampa, no longer the Trop, but not a lot of offensive firepower for each side. And Kikuchi had a solid season last year as a lefty, opening up the season. Can be a little bit deceiving on the mound here. I'm going to take the under today to start with the Los Angeles Angels and the Tampa Bay Rays down in Tampa today. Game number 2, 7:15 p.m. Eastern start, 9:59, 9:60. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves from Atlanta, Georgia, the launch pad. Let's take a look last night. A lot of runs were scored. The Braves stepped up to the plate, came back multiple times against the Philadelphia Phillies to overtake them. By the way, probably thought that game would stay under with Zach Wheeler on the mound versus Chris Sale, but certainly it went way over the total. The line opened up today at 9. It now sits back at 8.5. If we take a look at the weather conditions down in Atlanta tonight, not too bad at this point. 65-degree temperatures, which isn't hot, getting into the high 50s by the end of the ball game. Light wind blowing in, so shouldn't have really any impact. Taijuan Walker was fantastic to open the season in his first start with the Philadelphia Phillies after a terrible season last year, and Grant Holmes on the mound for the Atlanta Braves. You take a look at the lines, open up at minus 126, as high as minus 135 now for the Atlanta Braves, as most people are probably looking to fade Taijuan Walker. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to fade both of the pitchers today, and expectations for me that runs will be scored in Atlanta. We're going over the total of 8.5. So two games to take a look at. The Angels and the Tampa Bay Rays. We're going to take the 8 to the under in that game. And then the Philadelphia Phillies Atlanta Braves game, we are going to take the 8.5 to the over. 2-0 tonight on a Wednesday. Push the chips to Thursday. That's how we get down. I'm Donnie RightSide for Bookmakers Review. And as always, good luck on those wagers.